So, what's your honest perception of me?
Okay, so when I first met you, I thought that you were really weird just because of the fact that you were like all dark colors. Plus the fact that you have like dark hair, like just made you like seem like this like weird, like not goth, but kind of like an emo-y person. And so I was like, oh, better not associate with him. But then, luckily, in conceptualization and presentation, woo, woo, we both started talking. It's like, this kid is really cool. Like, of course, like, you're different, but like, in the best way possible. Like, I think that what you have to say and your opinions are so like interesting, and like, I just appreciate hearing what you have to say. And yeah, so you're pretty cool.
Connor, I think that you are bold and very confident, and I love the fact that you always speak your mind. I think at Lipscomb it's hard to kind of want to fit in and like to fit the mold, and I did that my freshman year. I wanted to be like every other Lipscomb student, but I love that you are Connor everywhere you go. Like whether I see you in Starbucks, whether I see you in Zebby's Lounge, whether I see you in class, like you are you, and you don't pretend to be anyone else. And you stick to your roots. You're like, no, that's wrong. You know, like that's just not the way I grew up. And like I love how we always have conversations about like the culture that we that we come from, and that you're like back home, like I'm in the middle of those privilege rocks, but here I'm in the back. Like I don't feel like I should be in the back.
Honestly, Connor, you're like literally the most wholesome person. I'm not BSing you. Like you're literally just the most wholesome person. I feel like you bring a lot of joy to people, and like when you surround yourself with those other people, like even though you might not know it, like you bring a lot of joy to the conversation, a lot of joy to like the, I don't want to say vibe, so it's such a trendy, gross word, but like to the emotionality of the conversation, if that makes any sense. I think you're very real, and you give a lot of really good advice because you're so real and you're so upfront and honest about stuff, which is really cool. Not a lot of people are like that, which is awesome.
What do you think I could do better?
As a person,
Yeah.
maybe every now and then spice up your shirt. Like maybe throw in some red,
Ooh.
some like, I don't know, orange. I like orange, that's why. But that, personality-wise, nothing really. Very approachable, very like, will talk to whoever, and I think that's a really important trait to have as a person, because you're like very inclusive, and it's just refreshing to see that.
I think you could do better at being more social. I feel like I always see you by yourself, and I think you're so cool, so I don't understand why you're always by yourself. And maybe that's just because you haven't found your people here at Lipscomb, and that's okay. It took me until my sophomore year to find people that I was like, yeah, they actually like know who I am and respect who I am, and like love me even though I'm different than they are. And that's a hard thing to come about at Lipscomb, just because it's a really different culture, and you have to adjust to the culture. So I think that that's something that you could use some improvement on, is just interacting with more people, because a lot of what I like to say in cross culture is that like we need to be like more comfortable with being like uncomfortable, and I don't necessarily think that you're not uncomfortable with it. I just think maybe sometimes you don't give yourself the opportunity to be more uncomfortable by hanging out with people that you probably wouldn't hang out with. So I think that that's something that you could use a little bit more improvement on, just like being more social.
I think you come off very quiet at first because maybe you're afraid to let people in, and then once you let people in, you're like, all right, let me give you my wholehearted self and like be super real with you, which is cool, and I really respect that because I'm kind of the same way, so I get where you're coming from. Aside from the fact that you're a real one.
What do you think I'm good at?
Oh, I think that you are brilliant. Literally, I think you are so brilliant. Just hearing you talk in class, I really admire like brings such a cool perspective to things, and I'm like, I've thought about that, but like I've never in depth thought about it the way you do when you bring up like just different topics that we talk about. And I like, one, have already said this, I respect the way that you just like bring in that fresh perspective, and I also just like admire the fact that like that's so cool that like that's how your brain works. And I think that you're also just like really good at just talking to people. Like maybe you might not be like, I mean, I probably talk to way too many people, like I'm a little bit too social, but like when we have conversations, I feel like we have genuine conversations, and I've only known you for a semester, you know what I mean? Like, but yet you're asking me like these awesome like personal questions, and I feel honored that you would ask me those. And I just think that you're honestly genius. Like I really do. I think you are so brilliant in like a lot of different ways.
Very intelligent, more intelligent than you let on other people to know about, quite honestly. Like I feel like you hold back sometimes about what you know about, because you're very like passionate about theology and about like philosophy and stuff, and I can tell that you hold back sometimes, which is totally cool, and I get that. You're just genuinely like a kind-hearted person. I feel like a lot of people are drawn to you because of that. Like you have that sort of kind energy. Boy in your loud truck, looking low freaking. But yes, kind-hearted energy, which is really important in a person. I feel like not a lot of people these days are empathetic and willing to share that empathy, whether they have it or not, with like other people around them. So I think that's really cool, really genuine.
Yeah, add some more colors.
Well, your art is good. I appreciate that. Even though foundation's too nice, like just the fact that you put so much thought and think so outside the box in almost everything you do, like I think that that's so cool.
Do you just like those colors, or?
Like part of me wants to say like let other people in, but like at the same time you let people in at like the perfect timing, if that makes any sense. Like you're very like, you're standoffish a little bit at first, which is totally fine, because like you want to judge the person, not like meanly judge the person, but I feel like you want to get like a assessment of the situation, or like an assessment of how that person is. But even that is like wise, I feel like. I don't know. I guess just don't be afraid to let other people in and like really show who you truly are, because you're an awesome, really, really cool human being that I'm really, really happy you're in my life, because so legit and such a kind human being and so sweet and just like wonderful human being all around. My little rainbow.
Is a very unique community, and I think we both know that. But be open to the fact that it's so different, because I feel like you've already learned a lot, but I think you can learn even more if you just hang out like outside in a student center, or present yourself with more opportunities to be around those who are different than you and have like those hard conversations, because yes, a lot of people at Lipscomb do think differently and have just different values than probably things that don't mimic our values and our beliefs, but I think there's so much beauty in that, because you add to this culture just as much as they add to this culture, and I don't want you to think that you don't, or that you're like you don't fit in here, because like nobody really fits in. It's just everyone trying to fit in. So just open yourself up to more discomfort, so that Lipscomb can see how much value you bring to this campus, or so that other people at Lipscomb can see how much value you bring to this campus, because as a whole, we already know it's there. It's just like letting other people see it.
Hi guys. How you doing?
Good.
Good, how are you? Good. I hope that's what my class. I hope those notes are in class. I really
Do you have
hope
your
that.
CMP final today?
Yeah.